So here's a question for you, and you can put your answers in the comments. Who's the useful idiots here? Is it the Antifa communists? Or is it the politicians and media figures who support them or tacitly support them or just pretend they don't exist? Because one of them is the useful idiot, and they're going to find out which one is which sooner or later. My guess is that once Antifa becomes enough of a drag on the Democratic Party because of incidents like I'm going to show you in this video, but once they become enough of a detriment to the establishment, they will be swiftly crushed. But time will tell. Let me know what you think. Here's the headline. TikTok star and her family attacked by Antifa during Portland July 4th celebrations. So here's the TikTok star, and let's take a look at the video.
Are they peaceful?
I hope. I don't know.
Oh my God! I'll be staying in the car. I'll be staying in the car.
You got that on video, right? Okay.
What the fuck? Should I tell Chris to come down?
What?
Do I need to do anything?
No.
So for most normal people, I think it would be fairly disturbing having some lunatic jump on your car and smash your windshield when you're just trying to drive home. Now, of course, the mainstream media hides this sort of thing as much as they can because they want to preserve this fiction that they're somehow anti-fascists when they're obviously actual fascists. They use fascist tactics. They're very pro-censorship, just like a fascist would be. They're very pro-political violence, just like a fascist would be. But even though, again, the mainstream media likes to try and hide their activities from you, there is the internet now, and it does get around, and this sort of thing is going to become harder and harder to ignore, especially when something like that's just the tip of the iceberg. And that video has been viewed 3.5 million times. And by mostly, I would think, people who are not really involved in politics at all or care about politics. Maybe they just got a little bit more interested. And, social media stuff like this, it adds up. Now, because Antifa is allowed on Twitter because Twitter's terms of service don't apply to groups like Antifa because they're leftist. But because of that, we can see what they say. It's make total destroy. If you're upset by tactics of defense, realize that it's going to get uglier, and the decisions that will have to be made in split seconds will get dicier. People tried to kill us with their cars last night. We defended ourselves. No apologies. Well, did that seem like they were trying to kill those people with their car? No, that's because they're lying. Andy No says this. Antifa members in Portland who were part of the rampaging mob that attacked cars, smashed up businesses, started fires, and assaulted people are lying about their victims trying to kill them. And they can do this because they know that nobody in the legacy media will investigate them. Not yet. I do think their time is coming. But anyway. So there they were setting off explosives and cheering. That's in downtown Portland on July 4th. Here's something else from Andy No. The violence by Antifa in Portland on the night of July 4th was so extreme that Portland BLM activist Danielle James expressed her disgust. Let's hear that.
So, I don't know who the fuck this group is out here or what their reason for being out here is even. But all this fuck shit that's going on out here tonight, somebody got to answer to me. I want to know what the fucking reason is. I want to know why we're randomly beating up people, or not we. I want to know why folks are doing this shit. I want to know why random cars are being fucking attacked. I want to know what the reason is. I want to know what the fucking reason is. I mean, because if you don't have one, that shit's embarrassing as fuck. And that's the reason why the fuck people come out here and complain about people having protests. That's the reason.
That's because they've hijacked your movement. They pretend to be against racism, but they don't care what color you are if you disagree with them. Anyway, here's something else from Andy No. Portland. To take advantage of July 4th, Antifa carried through on a pre-planned riot. They tried to set the federal courthouse on fire, then smashed up businesses and cars in a rampage. They assaulted people, as many were in downtown for the fireworks show. Police made no arrests. So here they're announcing their riot. An elderly man has fallen over and is bleeding. He says that these people pushed him down, referring to block, that'd be black bloc. Smashed window. Another smashed window. Here's another one. Antifa black bloc smashed up businesses and terrorized the workers inside as they rioted through downtown Portland, Oregon. Antifa boasted about taking advantage of the strained Portland police resources during the holiday. That's right. These are the people that want a better world, sure. How about Antifa attacked the World Trade Center in downtown as part of their riot last night on July 4th. The building was attacked multiple times by them in 2020 because they view it as a symbol of capitalism. That's right, because they're communists. Yeah, smashed windows. Let's see, some nice graffiti here. Abort America with the 3 Ks, of course. Here's Stop Killing Us. Well, nobody was even arrested, for God's sakes. And of course, you know that they hate veterans, so here's what was left over from the U.S. flag burning Antifa did at the Veterans Memorial. But let's end this with this Portland BLM activist, Danielle James. She's saying, I want to know why we're randomly beating up people. I want to know why random cars are being attacked. Well, it's because the people in Portland keep voting for people who support this. If you want to know why nobody's been arrested, that's why. If you want to know why these people are allowed to rampage around Portland, that's why. If enough people decide they don't want that, they will vote somebody in who will guarantee to them that they will not allow this stuff to happen, and there will be order in the streets, and you won't be attacked by lunatic communists. Or the one other option is that the establishment decides that they're no longer useful to them, and they just crush them. I do think that's going to happen at some point. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. It makes a big difference. I really notice it when people share my content. I thank you for that. I'll see you next time.